and there's some gorgeous rock formations. It's kind of a make your own adventure out here, it seems like. Okay, I'm just gonna scramble up this hill. How was the climb? That was some pretty good scrambling and climbing. It's not simple, so be prepared for that. Hey, good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. This is Randy and you're on Old Guy Hikes, and I am still in Columbia, Missouri this week. I was in Columbia this morning for a hike, and that was last week's video. That was Rockbridge Memorial Park and the Devil's Icebox and all that. It was an awesome video. Oh, you got to check that out. Go back, I'll put it up in the top right of your screen right now. You can click on that. Make sure you watch that video. That was a beautiful place and so much fun. So that was this morning. That was last week's video. Check that out. Today I'm at Pinnacles Youth Park, which is north of Columbia, Missouri, about 15 miles or so, something like that. It's going to be maybe 2 to 3 miles. I'm just going to kind of wander around. There's like a couple of loops here. Neither one are more than about a mile each, but it's just a gorgeous place. So there's a bunch of people here, so it's pretty popular. I'm just going to get started here and see what we can find. Thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoy. So right away, we just come right down to the river, and there's some gorgeous rock formations. Can't speak, sorry. And a lot of people in the water. Looks like a nice little creek. I'm just going to kind of basically do some exploring and see what I can find. I'm just not really sure where everything goes out here. There is a trail. There are a couple trails. I'm going to try to stay on the trails for the most part. But I'm also just going to explore around and see what I can find. So here we go. Couldn't go any further other than getting in the water and crossing. So I came back a little bit and I came up on top of this bluff. I'm on the west side of the river right now. Haven't quite figured out how to get to the east side of the river yet, but we're gonna keep exploring around. It's kind of a make your own adventure out here, it seems like. There are interlacing trails going in all different directions out here. And it's a little hard to decipher kind of where you're supposed to be, or where you can go and where you're kind of supposed to go, but we'll get her figured out. Mainly I just want to get to the other side so I can get up on top of those pinnacles over there, or as high up as I can get on them, but I haven't figured out how to get there yet. Alright, well, my feet were already wet anyway, so now they're wet again. We're trying to get up there. So the river bent around and the trail followed it, so now I'm on the back side of these pinnacles. I know there's probably an easier way to get to them. Probably there's a trail that goes from the direction I didn't go. But I think all I need to do is go across right here. I should be able to get right up there. Actually, I just looked down the river and I could see that it's very shallow down here. Cuts across to that little bank, so no big deal. There were a couple of teenage boys there. They said they'd been working to try to get across that creek for quite a while. They were laying logs and stuff. I was just walked right through the water and they were like, oh, okay, that'll work. Here we go again. Alright, now I just gotta, I think, follow that trail right there. And it goes up. And then goes up there. I think. Let's go see. Okay, I'm just gonna scramble up this hill. And we should be up on the pinnacles. That was a climb. But here we are. Catch my breath, then go up there. Wow, that turned out to be a whole lot more than I thought it was going to be. That was some pretty good scrambling and climbing. I would rate, I don't know scramble ratings very well. Probably a class 2 scramble, I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and give you my old guy hikes rating. If you stay on the other side and don't cross the river, then you're probably at a 2 or 3, maybe 2.5. But if you cross the river and start working on the pinnacles like I just did, it's a 4. Here's the pinnacles down there, right in there. It's about a 1/4 mile long, maybe, I don't know, something like that. I would say maybe a 1/4 mile of rock ridge that you have to traverse, and it's not simple. So be prepared for that. If you just want to see them and not climb them, just don't cross the river. Stay on the parking lot side. You can go up and down the river and get lots of views, but as soon as you cross the river, you're on the pinnacle side, and it gets pretty interesting. So the rest of this trail, I think, just kind of goes through the woods like I'm doing now, and then we're going to connect on the road, and I think you kind of finish walking back to the parking lot on the road, by the way the map looks at least, and we are definitely going down. So I think we're done with the pinnacles, and if you want to go the opposite direction than what I went, then you can come up this way that I'm going down, and it's probably a lot simpler, and you wouldn't have to go all the way up on the pinnacles. You can just kind of come up in these hills here and experience a little bit of it, but not actually have to get up in there and climb. So the rest of this trail just comes down the hillside. It's fairly gentle, a lot of leaves and loose rocks, so still pretty treacherous, but it does just come out to this road. The road's right here in front of me, and then I just walk the road back up to the parking lot, and that's the end of it. So fun. It's very short, really. It's going to be less than 3 miles total, but you could ramble around out here for hours if you wanted. There's lots of little trails going lots of directions, so a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you come back next week. I appreciate having you along. Hope to catch you out on the trail sometime real soon. Bye bye.